Hi, it's Christy Snape here and welcome to day 1 of the Making Money 90-Day Challenge. So in today's training, what we're going to talk about is having a solid foundation. Now yesterday I briefly discussed about how my kids build towers out of blocks, where my oldest, my daughter, she sits there and makes a solid foundation, then she gets her blocks and puts them on top and she can get really tall tower. Where my son, he gets really frustrated because he tries to copy his sister, but it just keeps falling over because he doesn't have that solid foundation. Well, the same can be said about an online business. And the online business with the foundation, it's all about what vehicle you're using to make money online. So what online business are you using to make money online? So this video is for those that maybe haven't chosen a home business yet. Or it's also for those that are already in a home business but are not having success. I may pinpoint the answer of some of the reasons why you're really struggling to get it going. So it doesn't matter what success you're having. If you're brand new, if you've been in here a while, have a bit of experience but no results, then this training is going to help you. So there's 3 types of online businesses. The first type you're going to come across, they're just purely scams or things that are going to rip off money or waste your time. There's lots of those out there, and when I first started I went through so many of these before I actually found a legitimate business. So that's type 1, is scams and things that are going to rip your money off. The second type, they're legit businesses, but they're designed in a way that people that are brand new, they really struggle to get going and getting results. It's not designed for you to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. And unfortunately, majority of people are in these legit businesses that they're not ripping people off, so they're just not designed in the best way to make you the most amount of money. Then there is a third type, which once again is a legit business. And except these types of businesses are designed to make you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. So if you go back to the legit business that isn't designed to help make you the most amount of money, what a lot of these businesses are is there's people making money in it. It's a legit business and you might make a sale here and there, but it's really, really hard. And one thing that you really need to be aware of when people come into a business and make all these high income claims is a lot of people, what they do is they just keep swapping business to business and they keep bringing a lot of customers with them, so that then they automatically, they might only be in a business for like 30 days, but they're having this horrific income. And a lot of the reason that happens is because they've already got that following, they've already got that experience. So they're not starting in a brand new position like you. And I fell for a lot of those when I first started out because I knew these people were making money. And I'm wondering, well, if they're making money, why can't I? Well, I soon realized there's a 9-step criteria to help you make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. And once I realized this, and I went to a business opportunity that ticks all the boxes in those 9 steps, then that's when I found not just the top people are making money, there's so many people online making money in these businesses. You hear every day people making their first sales online. And then they make their second sale and third sale, they just keep repeating the process. And that is what I'm going to be going through today, because if you can get the business, the vehicle that you're running, that component right, then when we get into the marketing and all of the aspects on top, you can build that really big tower. But if you don't have a vehicle, a business model down the bottom with a solid foundation that is designed to make you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, then you're going to be like my son and keep getting frustrated, because when you try to build that tower, it's just not going to stack up. It's just going to keep falling over and you're going to feel really frustrated. So I've designed a 9-step checklist. It's really simple to use. What you need to do is, if you're looking at joining a business opportunity, or if you've already joined one, then just use the 9-step checklist and compare it to that business and see how it falls. If it gets 9 out of 9, then it's a business opportunity that I believe is designed to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. Now don't get me wrong, it's still going to be hard work on your behalf. You're still going to have to push over boundaries and jump over hurdles, but it's a lot easier to make money in that business model than the other business models. Let me ask you a question. Let's just say over here, you're either looking at, or maybe you're in a legit business. So it is legit. But it's really hard work. It's not designed to make you the most amount of money. And then over here, there is a business that is designed to make you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. My question to you is, which one would you go? Would you continue trying to be like my son who keeps building up on that foundation that it keeps falling over? Or would you like to learn, like my daughter, how to build that foundation and start the right way so that you can build up and make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time? For me, you have to remember this 90-day challenge was about, if the worst thing was to happen and someone was to take my kids for ransom, my back's against the wall, I need to make money, I need to make it work in the shortest amount of time. So it's really simple. It wouldn't matter if I was already in this business that I was struggling with, I'd be moving on to the business opportunity that makes the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, because that's going to help me reach my goals a lot quicker. But in the end, it's going to come down to your choice. And I will respect any choice that you make, and I'll help you along your way no matter what choice you make. But saying that, I want you to be educated on maybe why things are not working, or if you want to start off on the right foot and have a business that is designed to make you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, then use this 9-step checklist to help you get there. So how the 9-step checklist works, it's really simple. There's 9 things that you need to look out for, and if the business has it, then it gets 1 point. If the business that you're looking at doesn't have it, then it gets 0. At the end, you just add up how many points it has, and if it gets 9 out of 9 on the 9-step checklist, then it is a business that 1 is legit, and 2, more importantly, it's designed for people that are brand new to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. It's not just designed for people that are already successful, just moving into the company and making big money. So if you're brand new or have little experience, haven't earned anything yet, then use this 9-step checklist and get a business that has 9 out of 9, and then you're more likely to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. So let's get started. Step 1 is multiple products at multiple price points. Now, what I mean here is you want to have a business opportunity that sells products that are in the low price bracket, so something that's under $100. Then you want something that has a middle price product, so something between $100 and $1,000, and then a high ticket product, so something that's over $3,000. And the reason is the reason why in my 3rd month online I made over $10,000 isn't because I sold hundreds of low ticket products. It was because I had one customer that purchased my low ticket product. He then went and purchased a medium ticket product for me, and then they also purchased 2 high-end products. So that one customer alone made me earn over $10,000 just from one customer. And that is the beauty and the power of having multiple products and having it in multiple price points. So check 1. Does the business opportunity you're looking at have multiple products in multiple price points? If yes, put a number 1. If not, write number 0. Step 2 is standalone products. This is really important because you want to be selling products that really make a difference. You want products that are credible and help and do what they actually are meant to do, what the people are paying for. So for me, a standalone product is, even if there was an income opportunity for you to make money, the person that buys it still is going to get really good value from it, and they actually love purchasing the product, and they don't care that the fact that you're getting paid the income. They're not buying it just to earn the income. So standalone products are really important. When I first started, there was 2 companies that were quite similar. And one of the things that made me finalize on the company that I was actually decided to go with was because the other company, I don't feel that they're standalone products because they weren't created by well-known people. The products were kind of just whipped together, I thought, because to create an income stream. So for me, it's all about having standalone products. standalone products that come with money back guarantees, that if the people don't like and feel like they get value from it, they can get their money back. That's really important. So standalone product is step 2. If the business opportunity you're looking at has standalone products, put another number 1. If it doesn't, put a 0 next to it, and let's move on to step 3. Step 3 is support and training. So this is going to work in twofold. First off, when you're first starting out, you want to be supported and taught step by step what you need to do to get your business set up as soon as possible. And the reason that you want to have support and training is because it just makes your learning curve so much quicker if you're being taught, or if there's a system that's set up where you're getting taught by at least 6-figure income earners, people that have already had results, are teaching you, holding your hand, helping you get set up. When you're first starting, you might not know how to support the person and get all their training set up for them because you're still learning yourself. So it's important that whatever business opportunity is set up has enough support and training to help you get set up as quick as possible. Plus, anyone that buys products from you, it can also support them and get set up and going. And it's important that it's from high income earners that are doing this support and training. So if the business opportunity you're looking at has support and training, put a 1 there. If it doesn't, put a 0. And let's move on to step 4. So step 4 is about history and reviews. And the reason why I mention history and reviews is the more negative press there is about a company and products, then it's harder to sell. Saying that, I'm not talking about when people are calling things pyramid schemes and all of that when it's not. If they have standalone products, which you've already, we spoke about earlier, and you're only going to be joining a business that has standalone products, then it means it's a legit business. So don't worry about people flabbing on about things being pyramid schemes when they're not. I'm talking about more of the other negative press from people that have gone through there and experienced it, because it just makes it that little bit harder to sell the products when there's negativity all over the internet. So have a look at the business opportunity you're looking at. Look at how many people are in it, what sort of negative feedback there is, if it's been addressed, or how you can address the negativity, like if it's just false people or bad people that have bad taste. If you have a reason why that happened and you can explain that in a really simple way for people to understand, then that's okay. So if the business opportunity has fairly good history with not too much negative publicity, then give it a 1. If it doesn't, put a 0 there. Step 5 is a high converting sales funnel. This is really important because the money is made in how the system converts. So what I'm talking about here is if your business opportunity you're starting at, it has multiple products, right? Well, you want a sales funnel that's going to weave people through and sell them the other products as they go through the funnel. You don't want to be there selling them yourself. And the better high converting one it is, then the easier it is for you and the more money you're going to make. So what I mean by a high converting sales funnel is that you've got a website. When someone enters their email address on the website, they're going to be sent emails. And in those emails, it talks about all the different products, starting at the low ticket product all the way up to all the top ticket products, and it encourages people to go all the way through. So if the business opportunity you're looking at has a high converting sales funnel, give it a 1. And if it doesn't, put a 0 next to it. And let's move to step 6. Step 6 is the phone team. Now this is unfortunately one of the areas where most business opportunities fail. Now let me explain why a phone team is really important. If you don't have a phone team that's converting people that have purchased a low ticket product up into all the higher ticket products, then it means that you're leaving money on the table. And if there's not a phone team, then it means that really you're going to have to do the sales yourself if you want to get all the money that potentially is available from the people or from your customers. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the gift of being able to sell products, so they really struggle with this. So it's really important that a phone team is involved in the business opportunity that is going to call your customers that have purchased a low ticket product, and without being salesy, like really listening to what they need, can recommend products that are high ticket products that are going to help them reach their goals a lot quicker. Now, the other thing is, you don't just want any willy-nilly phone team. You want to know that the business opportunity that you're joining, the phone team are all six-figure income earners themselves who have sold products themselves and are great at selling, because that makes the world of difference. Because if they're doing all the hard work for you, that means the only thing you need to worry about is sending traffic. Everything else is taken care of. Now, I know there's going to be people out there that say, yes, but you don't need a phone team. That's why there's business opportunities that it's purely automated on the internet. Well, here's my problem with purely automated internet businesses is, yes, they do work, but you're going to have to spend a lot more money to reach your goals. Where if those same businesses had a phone team attached, then you would be making more sales and without having to spend as much money. So if you have a huge budget, then go ahead and join a business that doesn't have a phone team and it's just purely fully internet automated. But if you want to make the most amount of money out of the money you spend, then a phone team is a must. So does the business opportunity you're looking at have a phone team? If so, press write number 1. If it doesn't, write a 0. Now we're up to step 7. Are you all in? Now, what I mean by are you all in is there money in there that if you spend it, you're going to do whatever it takes to earn that money back, because it's uncomfortable. It's a high amount that was uncomfortable for you to spend. Because what I found is when people join business opportunities at a really low price point and there's no skin hurt, they're not hurting, they'll walk away when they get to the first hurdle. And in any business opportunity, you're going to have hurdles, but the point is, when hurdles come, you need to just learn how to jump over them quickly and keep going, and that's how you end up having success. And something that's going to motivate you is when you've spent a few $1,000s getting into a business opportunity, because when you spend thousands of dollars of your hard-earned money, you're going to work your bottom off to get that money back. So that first hurdle, you're going to jump over and leap over and land on your feet and keep going. So, is there a chance to get all in? If that's the case, write number 1 next to it. If you can't, then write a number 0. Number 8 is duplication systems. Now, this is really important for people that are brand new or haven't made any money or much money online. And the reason is, it's really hard for you to sell products without having duplicated systems, because you don't have any history of results. So you need to have systems, first of all, duplicatable systems, so websites and email setup that's all set up for anyone that you sell a product to. The other thing is duplicated systems. I'm also talking about training. Does the business opportunity that you have take that person that's starting out by the hand and hold them and help them set up the whole business? If they don't, then it means it's going to be harder for your customers that buy products from you to start getting results, and then it's going to be harder for you to make money. Because remember, in business opportunities, the more money that your customers are making, the more money you make. So duplication systems is really important. If your business opportunity has one, write number 1 next to it. If it doesn't, write number 0. And let's move on to step number 9. Still have a life. Now, this is really important, and it's an area that isn't spoken about much, because it's something that you look at more when you've had results, when you've got a big team, when you've made lots of sales, when you've made over $100,000. When you've made that over $100,000, if there isn't the system set up, if there isn't support and training that you're not having to physically do yourself, then I'm going to tell you, once you hit around that $100,000 mark, then you're not going to have a life. You're going to be hand-holding all these people that are getting started. You're going to have to train them, all their problems that they have, you're going to have to address. It's kind of going to become like you're working in your business, not on your business. So it's really hard to still have a life. So to still have a life, you need to have members that when they're first starting, when you sell a product, there has to be that duplicatable system that's set up. There has to be a phone team that's doing all the selling and telling. Otherwise, if you need to be on the phone all the time and do all the other things when you've made a lot of money online and you've got a lot of customers to look after, then you're not going to have a life. And for me, I don't know about for you, I've started a home business for freedom, to make the most amount of money as possible as I can, and to do it when I want, how I want, and when I want around my children. Well, if I'm in a business opportunity that isn't set up right and has that training systems and has the phone team and takes care of all of that, so the only thing that I have to focus on is marketing, and if I want to reach out to people I can, that's a choice, then that allows me to still have a life. So have a look at the business opportunity and see if it's got all that. If it does, put a number 1 there, because when you hit that $100,000 mark, you're going to still have a life. But if it doesn't have all of that set up, then you're not going to have a life, so put a number 0 there. So they're the 9-step checklist. So now you know that. Have a look at the business opportunity you're looking at. How did it score? And that's the 9-step checklist. It's really simple to use. It's really easy. It just could take you less than 5 minutes to really see how a business is set up, and if it is going to give you that solid foundation to begin with. So my question to those that are already in a business opportunity, what choice are you going to make? Are you going to continue trying to get that legitimate business that just isn't designed to get you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time? It doesn't get 9 out of 9 on the 9-step checklist. Or are you going to go the option that is designed to make you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time? So that is a question that you can only answer. But you need to make that decision. And sometimes it can be hard because you've invested money and time into building this one. I know how you feel. I was there. I spent 3 months and spent over $10,000 trying to get this online business thing to work. But I kept either going for number 1, which was scams and things that were ripping me off, or number 2, legit things but that weren't designed for a person that's brand new starting out. They just weren't designed that way. They're designed for people with experience and that already have experience and can use that experience to get results. So now you might be wondering, well, that's all great, Christy. You've got this 9-step checklist, but how do I find a 9-step company? How do I find a business, an online business that gets 9 out of 9? Is that something you're interested in knowing? If yes, if you want to know what business opportunity does score 9 out of 9 on the 9-step checklist, then down below this video, watch the other video, and I'm going to introduce you to an online business that does score 9 out of 9. So have a fabulous day, everyone. I'll talk to you real soon. Once again, my name's Christy Snape, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!